you see the screen?
Yeah, I'm able to see the screen. Yeah.
So this is our on-premise, right? So if we want to build new application, so what we need to do is we need to do from the scratch. We need to set up a networking, and we need to attach the storage, then servers. Then I mean this is a base server. Under the base server, we need to have the virtualization software. Then after virtualization software we install, then we have the guest OS. So after this guest OS, we have the middleware, then runtime whatever the Java or whatever the its application is needed. We need to install that runtime as well, and we need to have the data into that then application. So from scratch to till host the application, we need to do all the setup from our own. So if it comes up the infrastructure as a service as a cloud provider, any cloud providers, okay, so they have they will have managed still virtualizations. So after that virtualizations, they will provide as a services. Okay, there are many services is available. So if you want to install the um, if you want to go for OS, I mean operating systems services, we have these virtual machines or instance. So what we can just go into the services and we can create our own guest OS. Guest OS can be anything, right? So Windows or Ubuntu or Linux, whatever the platform, it's everything is available on the cloud. We can just go into the services and you can just install the operating system. But after operating install the operating system, so these things we need to manage: middleware, runtime, data, and installing the applications. For this, all this is to manage from our own in the infrastructure service. So after, so in case of we need to in case of this, Microsoft is released the security patches or Linux is released their security patches, we need to install and we need to manage the operating systems for our own. In case of runtime version upgrade, we need to manage those things on the infrastructure service. Okay, we need to manage the entire infrastructure service. I mean, own infra. There is a service available. In that service, we can have our own isolated or manageable or customized infrastructure. We can manage it in the infrastructure service as a cloud provider. So we have the services um, like virtual machines, virtual networks, and other things, right? So we can manage our own.
So
So
in
this,
this case,
yeah,
if there is something called a patching, OS patching or anything in the infrastructure as a service,
yeah,
so do we need to do that? Because it's orange there, it says that you manage. So we need to do that?
yeah. So I say
Oh,
if you have the running infrastructure service in the cloud, we
mhm.
need to manage security patches as well.
Okay. So the vendor will provide it, and we need to do the maintenance and all installations and everything, right?
Correct. So
Okay.
example, if you are install the Windows 2019 data center edition on your your organization, I mean your projects.
Mhm.
So first we need to have find the 2019 OS. Then after install, till that they have patches will be available. I'm saying next month, every month they will release the patches, right? So that patches we need to manage it. We need to install on it. Either we can directly download and install from the inside the server itself, and if you have more services running on your project, we need have some SCCM tool or some other tool we can use to push the patches. Okay,
Okay.
and also we need to have manage if you are running the Python on your virtual machines of Python or Java. If you want to upgrade the version of Python, we need to install it on the infrastructure service. Okay. So these are the infrastructure service. So if you're coming to the platform as a service, so cloud provider has managed till this runtime.
Runtime.
So okay, so maybe I can answer your question on the platform as a service. So they can manage OS patching, and they can manage middleware, and they can manage even runtime as well. So only thing is we can just go into that service and can just upload your code and start hosting your application. That's all. So if you have a developer, or you are a developer, or testing, or if you are not ready to manage, or if you are, doesn't know about to manage the operating systems, runtime, upgradations, other things, so they have the other services is available. They're called as a platform as a service. Example, they have the web service, web servers, app service, and function apps, and other things. Logic app are there. So you can go into that uh, a service, and you can just choose. There are many versions available. Python, whatever the versions, example Python, all the versions will be available on Java. So whatever uh, supported runtime you needed, and it will be available. Just choose that, and then if you have source code is available, you can just map that source code, and your application is ready, and you can just start using it. That's what developer will do. The developer is expecting the same thing is available. The service is available as a platform as a service is providing the cloud providers. Okay.
Got it.
The next is software as a service. The software as a service. So two steps behind. Everything is managed by cloud providers itself. Yeah.
Okay.
So example, we have the Gmail. So, okay, Gmail we are not doing anything, right? So we can just creating the account and start using it. We are not managing. We are not creating anything. We are manage. We are not deploying anything. We are just creating the account and start using that storage, and storing our personal data.
Yeah.
Even the cloud providers, Google, AWS, Azure, everything is they're providing as a platform, software as a service to us. They're asking to create a subscriptions, then we start using their services.
Got it.
And we we build. So in case of if you are using a infrastructure service and platform as a service, or even the on-premise, we providing to our customer as a software as a service. Our customer is using software as a service to us. So once we build all the application and hosting to our customer, and what we give is only credentials and our hosted URLs alone. So our customer is not doing anything, right? So they are just launching our application using our specific credentials, and start using our applications, and start submitting the data. Okay, so we providing software as a service to all our customers once we build deployed our applications. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
So these are the three services cloud is available. Most of the companies use these three services. Some companies use data as a service, function as a service also. It's very rare. Okay. So another three types cloud is providing, and customer is using. I mean, our organization is using it as a public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So what is public cloud? So public cloud is whatever you're accessing over the internet, and also it's not available our we whatever the data we could not be able to see in front of us, in
Okay.
front of our organizations. So there is a we you are accessing the data through internet, right? So anyway, if it's in not in your not in our organization, our data is not within our organization, or if you are accessing the data from internet, they're called as a public cloud.
Okay.
Right. Even the data will be available outside of uh, next to your organization, and you are accessing to internet, still we called as a public cloud only, because data is not within our
Control.
front of our place,
Okay.
right? So it can be anywhere, so we cannot see that. So those data we accessing only through internet, those called as a public cloud. It's And what is private cloud? So the data with available within the organizations, uh, and we are managing and hosting applications, and only through whatever uh, say example what only through your customers network only. So completely isolating within our customized data, customized places. So it's called as a private cloud.
It's
Okay, so
something
if
like
you
you log in through a VPN to that, or it's
no
something.
even not VPN, that the data available within our organization itself.
Okay.
So data accessible from within the organizations, and you can host, as you said, you can host our application through the customer place, either isolating with that public IP alone, or as you said, it's connect. The customer can connect through the VPN as well.
Got it.
And so whatever the data will be available within our organizations, and we can use as a cloud orchestrate. We can create our own resources with easily, like cloud. Next finish. If you're running on the on premises, so we need to set up virtual machines. Even though virtual machines, we have some more little bit complications to create virtual VM guest OS, right? So they are orchestrated with like a cloud, and providers like OpenStack or virtual VMware vCloud. They orchestrate like as a cloud. So how cloud resources we can easily create, same way, same facilities, their vendor, VMware or over the providers, they provide us in the within our organizations itself. They have the specifically um, uh, specifically build one physical server with that organizations, and they are providing us once. We can use that using the browser itself, that they have their own IP address, and we can use that. We can uh, create a static IP address into that specific data, physical server, and we can use that as a IP address. Then how the cloud will how we can create the cloud resources, same kind of orchestration available on the this providers, and we can using it and managing it our own, which is called as a private cloud. So
Okay.
many vendors is available, like VMware vCloud, OpenStack, Cisco, Dell, maybe IBM also available, I'm not sure. The next one is hybrid cloud. So hybrid cloud, already you know. So it can be distributed between. Data will be available both private and public cloud. So example. So if you are running the storage, and some after some time the storage got full. So either you have to purchase new storage and you need to find the space for having the storage. But you, in case if you don't have storage and management okay with that, integrate with the cloud. So once you integrate with the cloud, and so once the storage is full in on-premise for either maybe 70% or 80%, so after that it will popping into the cloud. So
Okay.
so the data will be available both on premises and cloud. So those implementation and those structures are called as hybrid cloud. So generally the data will be available on premises and cloud as well. So another example, if you are running your virtual machines on production server on premise, and you don't have capable capacity to integrate your production servers with data, other data centers. So what will they do? They have integrate with any of the cloud providers and sync with that. So in case of any issues happen on the on premises, your I mean any physical hardware issues happen in your production servers, it will take some 3 to 4 days or 2 days. So we cannot stay down, right? So they are, if we are sync with the cloud and all the data, if you sync all the data with the cloud, we can up the server from the cloud itself. So the data, if the data will be synced with the cloud, so those setup they called as a hybrid cloud. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all about the cloud computing.